That's like, that hits you right there, doesn't it? Hi everybody and welcome back to BTS Monday. Now, following me doing the Astronaut with Coldplay last week, a lot of you said that I need to check out a little bit of a speech that Chris Martin did before that song. I didn't know there was one, to be honest. I just saw the reaction that somebody gave me and I did it. Now, it says on the tongue title that Chris Martin's speech about JIN will make you cry. Quite hardy me. Let's see if it does. And it's obviously before the Astronaut in Argentina, so I'm looking forward to it because you guys all said that I needed to check this out, so I'm going to do it as a separate video today on BTS Monday. Now, before we jump into this reaction, if you do actually like my videos, then please consider hitting like and subscribe, and the link to this video will be down in the description for anyone who wants to check it out by themselves. So without further ado, let's see what Chris is talking about with Mr. JIN. Let's get it.
A few years ago, I felt like we had to play a certain kind of music all the time. We had to fit into a box. And I felt that way about my life also. And I met some good people and read some good books and met some great teachers. And they seemed to be happy. And the thing that made them happy was not having fear of what you don't know.
Correct. Life is about learning. You can't always do the same thing over and over and over again because people get bored of it, don't they? You get completely and utterly bored of it. You've got to evolve with the times. You've got to change with the trends, if you like, instead of thinking that you're safe in that one category of making certain styles of music. Okay, I get you, Chris.
Be happy. And the thing that made them happy was not having fear of what you don't know and people
Facts.
You don't understand yet. You just ask. And one way that really blessed my life and our life as a band is that about 2 years ago, someone suggested to us that we should work with a Korean boy band. And at first I was full of judgment, which is often my first reaction because I'm human.
Whoa! His first reaction was it was full of judgment. I would never have thought that about Chris Martin. Because obviously, maybe the stereotype was there about obviously the Korean boy bands, this, that, and the other. I'd never heard of BTS or anything from Korea at the time until I started doing this reaction channel. And a few months ago, I didn't even know BTS existed. And if someone said to me, "You're going to listen to some Korean pop music," I'd have gone, "Oh, yeah, you know, like." And I can see where Chris is coming from in that respect. Yeah, wow. Obviously, his mind has been changed since then.
Full of judgment, which is often my first reaction because I'm human.
Yes.
And after a while, I was like, why do I feel scared about this? Just because they're different, you know? They make different music. You know, they make different music. And so we went down this road, and we did a song together called My Universe. And it's turned out to be one of the most fun and fulfilling relationships that we have as a band, and it's taught us so much about just embrace the other rather than be scared of it. Positivity, we like positivity, yes. And it's taught us so much about just embrace the other rather than be scared of it. And so about 6 months ago, one of their members called me up and he said, I have to leave the band in December for 2 years and join the army in Korea because that's the rules there.
And you know, he's like, he's going to, I mean, does he really want to go into the army? The proper army? It's like, and look at this in the crowd, army will wait for you. The BTS army is one of the most wholesome fan bases in the world. Glad to be a part of it with you guys.
For 2 years and join the army in Korea because that's the rules there. And he said, I need a song that says goodbye to everybody for a little while.
Now I can see why you guys told me to watch this, because a lot of people said on the Astronaut video that they put out that this was actually a goodbye to the fans. Now, I didn't know that beforehand. Otherwise, I would have picked some other stuff up in the video. But, I mean, if you don't know, you don't know, do you?
I need a song that says goodbye to everybody for a little while. It tells them that I love them. Because like all bands, we need you. It's you that really does everything. It's you that is the magic.
Facts.
And so I said, okay, we'll do a song together, and instead of being worried about it, I feel so excited about it, so grateful for this relationship that we have with BTS.
I like this because the glass is always full. It's never half empty. There's a lot of positivity. I know Chris Martin is all about sharing the love and sharing positivity and stuff. And this is a very, very wholesome speech about why they're doing this song. He's also giving credit to the crowd. And a lot of them crowd, a lot of those people in that crowd are probably Coldplay fans because it was a Coldplay concert. And the way they've embraced JIN and BTS, you know, especially when he said the name, and they're all like, woo, you know what I mean? It's very, very nice to see. Like you say, coming together.
And then this song arrived, and I was like, this is one of our best songs. Let's give it to this gentleman.
Oh!
And he's flown all the way here from Korea.
This is a Coldplay song. I thought The Astronaut was JIN's song, and Coldplay was singing it with him. It's a Coldplay song that they've give as a gift to JIN. Wow, that's, you know, and they said it's one of their best songs as well. Wow, that is that's like, that hits you right there, doesn't it?
The last time we'll see him for a couple of years, he has to go and join the army, which is serious stuff. And
It is.
we hope it goes okay.
Yes.
There is no
I love seeing that. I love seeing that word Jim messes up. It's so good, and it's so pure, and it's so you know, it's so human. Look at that. I love that moment. I absolutely love that moment where Chris Martin's got his arms like that and Jin's all the way at the other side of that island and he has to, you know, go and run to him. It's like, come here, give me a hug before you have to go. That is so good.
사랑합니다, 여러분들.
And I love the fact... Hang on, is there more? I love the fact that Chris Martin, after giving him that hug and doing the performance with JIN, he lets JIN go out into the front of the stage, into the thing. He takes a back seat, lets him take all the plaudits, lets him take all the love from the crowd, etc., and then lets him have a little speech and stays out the way, you know, because that's Chris Martin being Chris Martin, isn't it? That was absolutely... It won't make me cry, but I can see why people get really emotional over it, because, you know, I'm still new to BTS. A lot of you have been following them for years and years and years, and the fact that they're leaving, are disbanding for a bit, obviously is upsetting, because obviously when Linkin Park, when Chester Bennington died, my band is no more, and that was very upsetting. So I understand it. Obviously no one's died here, but the feeling of the band disbanding is the same. Even though you're still getting some of them writing like songs individually and stuff, it's still never the same as the collective, as the full band would be. But yeah, I really enjoyed that speech. I think Chris Martin is an absolute legend for doing that. I think JIN is a legend in his own right with BTS. And I think the whole thing was very, very pure, very heartfelt. And, you know, it hits you right there, doesn't it? Oh, what a video. Anyway, if you like my videos, then please hit like and subscribe. And I shall see you guys on the next one.